Last year, the Detroit Lions had an unbelievable record at 15-2, a franchise record for wins. I mean, I was pretty shocked. 15 wins for the Lions sounds like something you would see on Madden. They were the #1 seed in the NFC. They had the most explosive offense in the NFL. It was Super Bowl or bust that year. But then, Daniel survived the Lions' den. You fast forward to the 2025 season, and the Lions had a pretty good start through the first 9 games. They sat at 6-3. Goff was playing efficient football. Gibbs and Montgomery were still doing damage on the ground, and the defense was holding up. It felt like they were still in the mix as a contender, but then the wheels came off.
But along came the Michelin Man, who reminded them the right tire.
For the next 7 games, the Lions will go 2-5 and are now 8-8, missing the playoffs. The final nail in the coffin was Christmas Day when they lost to the Vikings 23-10. This had to be one of the worst games in Lions history. They had 6 turnovers. They lose to a quarterback who could barely throw for 50 yards. Come on, bro. What happened to the Lions? The one pride. Let's break it down right quick. The biggest loss that the Lions have suffered this season was losing Ben Johnson to their rivals, the Chicago Bears.
You believe Dan Campbell ran it up on you on that 4th and 4 going forward?
What's he supposed to do? It's 4th and goal. What do you want him to do? Yeah, he could have kicked the field goal. They don't kick field goals. They go for it there. So
Johnson was the guy who built that elite offense, the play design, the run-pass balance. He turned Jared Goff into a top-tier quarterback. He got the most out of Gibbs and Montgomery. But when he left, new coordinator John Morton came in, and the offense never found the same rhythm. The run game lost its edge, big plays became rare, and they struggled to sustain drives against better defenses. The offensive line took major hits too. They lost Frank Ragnow for the rest of the season. Kevin Ziegler was gone. Those are cornerstone guys. Without them, the protection broke down and the run blocking suffered. That physical identity that the Lions had built just wasn't there anymore. And on the other side, losing Aaron Glenn as a defensive coordinator didn't help the cause either. The unit took a step back and couldn't come up with stops in key moments. Now, when it comes to Jared Goff, he still finished with respectable numbers overall, but the turnovers piled up late in the season and he just wasn't clutch anymore. It's like his confidence was shot. They also couldn't win close games this year. Last year, they were 7-2 in one-score contests. This year, they were 2-5. They also had a pretty quiet offseason. They had no major additions to the team, and when you do that in a loaded NFC, it all catches up with you. Teams get better, coaches adjust. The Lions just were not prepared for what the NFC had in store for them, so they have to make a lot of moves this offseason. But look at the bright side if you're a Lions fan. You still have Dan Campbell, who is the core of the team. The culture has not gone anywhere. There is still talent on that roster. So all the Lions have to do this offseason is make better additions and get healthier. Subscribe for NFL and college football news and stories. And stay tuned for my next video where we talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and their downfall.